Check out these new wheels I got. Paid $60 for these. I'm not sure what kind of tire brand that is, but these are called Fittipaldi's. And please let me know down in the comments if you heard of these before, because I've never heard of them, and I tried to Google these, and I believe these are called Forces, something like that. And you can see down here, they're Yankee wheels, which was a big surprise to me. Someone was selling these for $120, and I just went and offered them 60. They tried to talk me up to 80, and I was like, well, I got 60. They said, come meet me and come take them. So that's what I did. And honestly, they're pretty nice. I was expecting to put them over here on my RSX, but because those have like, someone took off the stock wheels and put 15 inches on there, or 14s, I'm not sure. I think they're 15s, but way too small. And I wanted to put these on there. They're 18 by 8s, but tires are definitely, there's too much profile to the tires. So I don't know, I'm still going to keep these wheels. I mean, $60 is a steal. I'm going to probably throw these on the BMW or something like that. Not this one, but another one. Also, finally found a set of 16-inch tires, and they're decent tires. Hancooks, whatever you want to call them. Ventus S1 Nobles. They seem pretty decent. Got a good tread, and I got these for free. So, pretty good steal. But you guys are probably wondering, what is this big piece of poop behind it? And that's actually why we're here today. We're going to be putting in a new fuel pump and putting the gas tank up. Got the gas tank over here. So I guess now is a pretty good time to introduce this car, or a truck, if you want to call it that. I bought this thing probably a year and change ago. Check this out. That's how long it's been sitting, because I took off the fender flares, and all of this crap was it was rusted out, obviously. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what else is rusted out. And found rust all under here. There was like covers over this, so it just kept rusting out. And just been welding up a little back panel, or a back rocker panel. Got some slip-on style rocker panels that I'm going to be welding up in place. And I've done the cab corners, which none of this really seemed like it needed to be done, but after digging into things, it definitely did. As you can see, we have a long way to go in our restoration, but I mean, all this was necessary work. Once you start getting rust problems, they don't go away. Can't cover them up. You just gotta dig them out and repair them. So that's what we're doing. Not going to do any welding today, most likely, other than the straps to put up the gas tank. But right now I'm just going to grab some tools and my welder and everything and try to put this thing up. So pretty much with anything I do, I run into trouble. It seems to be a common theme with me working on cars. I don't know why. But coming to here, don't have any bolts. I could have sworn I put the bolts in, but I honestly probably chopped them off. So I don't have a bolt right there to put that strap in. And this strap is like, I don't know what to do with this. It just spins. So I'm thinking I'm just going to push this up here, try to clean this up a little bit, and just weld it up, tack weld it into place. Hopefully it works. Okay, so that kind of worked. Probably still real hot, but solidified that up. Looks like it's fairly flush. Maybe I'll throw tack weld on each side here, but it's super rusty down here. But yeah, I'm gonna come through. Take this. She was cut off there because I couldn't get it loose. And just gonna wrap it around here, kind of like this, and yeah, weld it right up there. Okay, so got the fuel tank up pretty much in place, which I'm surprised it actually just kind of popped right back up into place really easily. But not supported by anything right now, just a jack. So I'm going to try to tack this into place and hopefully hook that around, get it all welded up. But I would like to say before I do any welding back here that this gas tank is literally completely empty. Not even a drop in there. This is extremely, extremely, extremely dangerous if you have any sort of fuel around. Do not weld if you have it on or around your fuel tank. If you have any fuel, any residue, any fumes, anything. Honestly, I feel bad even doing this right now and as an example for other people, because this is really, it can be really dangerous. So be careful. Your life is more important than little repairs like this. If it's really troubling or something that you need to get done, bring it up to the dealership or someone or a professional shop to do this. I repeat, do not weld if you have any fuel. See? If you have any fuel in here, do not weld on here. Even the lines, you got to put your lines and all that stuff out of the way. You don't want sparks setting this thing up. Okay, so we got this welded up all safely. Did a little 1 2 1 2 little tack welds, and then I just connected in between, taking a quick little break in between just to let things cool off. I did punch through, but I don't think the wire actually went back and tagged the tank, so that's all done. Hopefully that's the last thing I have to weld on here. Seems pretty strong. I don't know. Seems like it'll do for now, especially with another strap. If not, if this fails, then I'll just buy new straps. Okay, this really sucks. It's not working. I think I'm going to have to probably go ahead and drop this down. I'm gonna have to probably try to rip my welds off holding this top part on, and then let it kind of sag on that bolt, and then I'm going to try to get it hooked up on the other side right here. If I can get hooked up into there, that little thing right there, that hooked up into there, then I'm going to have to probably extend this strap somehow. So like, and I don't really have saws already, or a angle grinder. I'm gonna have to get a piece of metal like that long so I can let it wrap around even more. But it's just not working. So see if we can get this done today. If not, and let's go play some Call of Duty. Whew. So finally got that first strap on. I literally had to pry it on, but it's sitting in there. So there's still a little bit of rattle. I had to jack it up to get it to, you know, sit snug. And I know when I'm driving and hitting bumps, probably gonna hear this thing rattling around and sloshing, and I don't want that. So there's that little tab of metal right there, and I'm gonna try to, if not, I'm gonna have to grab some scrap. I'm gonna try to weld this strap. I'm just gonna weld right here and right here to kind of use this as a joint to keep this together. It's just a strap. The other strap's not all welded up and chopped up, so hopefully the other strap will give it most of its support. This weld I know is pretty strong. I've already tried to bend stuff and this weld did not give up, so hoping that will be a solution. So now comes the fun part. You get to actually install the new parts, and what I'm going to be using is some hammers, some pliers, because these little things are all bent up. I got my new fuel pump. I got a new ring-in to go hold that down, and got a new seal, tank seal, and I think this is a new like plug for this. I hope it's not a different plug than the factory one, so I really don't want to wire that in, but that comes in the box too. So right here I just have a wet paper towel. I'm I'm going to just get all the grime. See? Excuse my noises, I'm really trying to reach down there. So I got all that crap out of the gas tank. What we're gonna do first, we take our new seal. So I don't even think there was a seal on the last one. I'm gonna come over here, grab these so I can get this open. And I already ordered a fuel pump like a while ago, and unfortunately it was false advertised and it was not the proper fuel pump. So pretty positive that this is the correct one. And I mean, this is really self-explanatory. I'm gonna install this real quick. It's kind of like a float level sensor. Nice little twirl. And this is gonna go kind of like this. Just pop it just in like that. So just put it right here and popped it in. And this, when the gas is up, high, or low, it's going to be able to sense that. So you take that, fit that in there. Make sure you have these in the correct direction. And there we go. You're basically done, but still need to do the ring. And the reason I even had to do a new fuel pump was because this, I don't know how it happened, but on the old one, this was so rusted out that it literally was not attached. This was just like to atmosphere right here. I don't know how I was still being able to drive my truck. What the heck? I have no idea what that hole is for. I'm gonna have to read what that said because I don't think they're supposed to be this big old. What is that? I don't know. Well, there's a hole. So I'm just gonna take this, drop it right down like that. And this is why I needed the pliers, because all these little tabs are bent. I'm actually going to grab a hammer first, just try to bend them in. Not going to work. I'm probably going to hit this, so this is coming out. Okay, so finally got this on. I think I had the ring upside down, but now what I'm going to do is just, where is it? Got that one. I guess I'll use the back end of this. And I'm just going to smack it, lock it right down. Easy as pie. And I believe that's locked in. I can go a little bit more. voila. And you have a new fuel pump. And I would go through and do all these right now, but I've been out here all day. It smells like cow poop and I'm kind of done. So this is what you need to do to put in a fuel pump. I finally got my fuel pump in, so I mean, once I get everything connected, I think I just have to do an evap canister right over here. What else? Some tires. Got some new tires in the garage. Yeah, I think that's just about it on the rear end, besides putting the bed and stuff on. So if you watched the whole thing, I really appreciate it. If you care to, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for joining me. Going crazy.